if you are expecting justice to be served in the future, there's no need to fear emotionally detaching, releasing control of the situation, giving it to God, as they say, having trust in whether your religious, spiritual beliefs, whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in, there's no need to fear having faith and trust in the justice system, the legal system, law enforcement, etc., right? As a whole. Also with this Eight of Cups here, I know a lot of people have been disappointed, let down, ignored, all sorts of things when it comes to the legal system, law enforcement, the justice system. Things haven't always been just in this situation, right? That's in the past. This goes with a lot of things in life, right? Just because certain things happened in the past does not mean that's how it will be in the future. A lot of us feel the need to know every detail about what's going on because of how hurt we've been. We feel like if we don't know what's going on, we're going to get hurt again. And that's something we need to release. We need to have faith and trust. So this is someone who's dealt with a lot of pain, hurt, fears, anxiety, worry. Someone's been terrorized. And they've been alone. This is something someone's had to deal with alone. Shadow, turning in, endurance. Someone here has had to endure a lot of fear, a lot of pain, hurt, but they've endured. They're strong. They've conquered their fears. They're working on conquering their fears, right? So I believe the collective I'm reading for right now, you are the person who has dealt with all of this on your own. So there's been some kind of transformation and breakthrough regarding this situation. I believe this is because of an investigation. They might have seen someone acting impulsively. Impulsive. They're impulsive when it comes to making threats or getting aggressive. Like maybe someone here has been seen or heard acting in a way that shows that they are quick to anger, quick to violence. Or maybe this is what's been investigated. Like maybe someone claimed someone who's in this hermit energy, who keeps to themselves, who... Like this hermit is not a violent person. This hermit is not an impulsive, violent person. This person is wise. There's been proof in some way, and this is why the collective who resonates with this message does not need to fear releasing control, having faith that justice will be served. What I'm getting mostly is that whoever this message is for, you've been wrongfully accused of something, possibly violence, possibly threats, anything like that. And why you have no reason to fear anything in this situation is because the truth's coming out. Those entrusted with finding the truth are finding the truth. Especially because we deal with energy, right? Like if you believe what we put out is what we get back, if you believe that we reap what we sow, I think it's important to ask, what energy do we send towards law enforcement, to the justice system, to the legal systems? What energies are we sending? Are we sending the energy of disappointment, of doubt, of not having faith in their abilities, not having faith in their morals, their ability to have justice served, to enforce the law, to have an effective legal system? If we send the energy of fear and worry into this situation, like we need to be aware of what energies we're putting out there when it comes to this situation, when it comes to these systems, entities, agencies involved. We need to be aware of what we are doing energetically as a collective. It's like we're balling up all of our energies, right? Let's say there's a big collective that's afraid. We're sending all this fear out there. And our emotions, our manifestation happens with emotion, right? So if we're filled with fear, what is that manifesting? What does fear manifest? Fearful situations, worry, doubt, anxiety. Hello, welcome to Moonlit Justice Oracle. I'm here to do a collective reading. I'm trying out a spread I created a long time ago. As some of you noted, as some of you may have noticed, I've been experimenting a little bit with the messages we put out on this channel regarding cards used, spreads, etc. Right? So I'm trying to find the best combinations to provide the most beneficial content for you. So with this spread, this is what not to fear. This is the what not to fear spread. There's no need to fear. It's separated by what the collective does not need to fear, why the collective is fearing this, why the collective does not need to fear this. And then I added this, I changed it up a little bit for this message. This is what the collective needs to know, and this is why it's important for the collective to know this. So there's a lot to this reading. I'll give you a heads up now. We're dealing with the justice system, the judicial system, the legal system in general. So a lot of this has to do with the collective's trust and faith in justice being served. Having trust and faith that justice will be served, whether that's, 3D justice with courts, the justice system, legalities, things like that. And then we can go into universal law, spiritual divine justice, So there's a lot to this message. I ask that anyone who resonates with this message try to keep an open mind. I mean, we're an open-minded collective in general, but I meant that when it comes to acknowledging how we perceive the justice system, law enforcement, things like that, I ask that you be honest with yourself. I expect this reading to maybe trigger some people, cause anger. People will disagree with what I have to personally say, my own personal opinion. I'm going to introduce my own personal opinions in this because I have strong opinions. I have strong opinions about this subject. Also, as far as the comment section goes, I'm going to be super critical about what I allow to stay on the comments, in the comment section, because there's not going to be any room for negativity directed towards any governments, the judicial systems, law enforcement. In previous messages, I've spoken about my own personal trust and faith in the legal system, the justice system, law enforcement as a whole. And I've gotten a lot of resistance. I've gotten a lot of hate sent my way because of that. Be called all sorts of names, bootlicker, just because I feel like people tend to look at, let's say for example, law enforcement. They look at law enforcement as, in general, as corrupt. With any system, no system is perfect, right? There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of people involved, individual people who have their own ways of doing things, right? So I don't approve. I don't think it's right to group a bunch of people together and say that they're all corrupt because of what they do, what systems they're involved in. So I won't have any tolerance for that. I'm just going to put that out there. The moment I see anyone sending hate towards law enforcement, the justice system, etc., you're going to get deleted, possibly blocked, depending on the severity of it, okay? I'm not trying to be mean or a bully. I'm just, because of this message, out of respect for the good involved here, I'm not going to allow any negativity directed towards these certain systems, okay? All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything you do in support of this channel. I appreciate you. Okay, so firstly, with what the collective does not need to fear, we have control with justice will be served. These two cards were clarified by you are safe and protected. So firstly, if you have any fears regarding justice being served, do you know you are safe and protected? As far as control goes, I believe, okay, so there's a couple different ways to look at this. My first what I felt first was the need to control. And how do we express the need to control? Or how do we exhibit controlling behaviors regarding justice being served? There's a lot of ways, right? So with control, we have the Empress and the Eight of Cups. So this Empress, Eight of Cups, is like walking away, leaving, becoming emotionally detached in a way. We also have detachment, emotional withdrawal, and healing. So it's kind of like, I'm not sure if anyone, I'm seeing this Empress energy as maybe the collective who might resonate with this message. This Empress energy might feel the need to control or try to exert some form of power into the situation. Take that how it resonates. It's going to be different for everyone. This can be as simple as, let's say if you're into tarot readings, right? If you're watching tarot, if you do tarot on your own, a form of control is needing to know everything that's going on. So, for example, if you're constantly watching tarot readings about what's going on, or you're constantly like in search of answers, that's a form of control. I'm guilty of this. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. We all feel the need to control things at some times, especially, we'll get into it more, but just understand, I empathize and understand this. So if you resonate with this, maybe you'll understand where I'm coming from a little bit. So, Empress, Eight of Cups, right? This is walking away. All of these 8 cups here, these have been acquired from the past. Emotions experienced from the past, right? So, whatever situation this is for you, you want justice to be served. You've probably been wronged, or others in your life have been wronged in some way. You've poured emotions into these cups because of that. Maybe you've found yourself kind of sitting with these emotions, and because of the way you feel or have felt, you desire some kind of control, maybe over the outcome of justice being served. Like you're emotionally invested in justice being served. So with the question, what does the collective not need to fear? You don't need to fear needing control over having justice being served, or you don't need to fear letting go of the urge to have some kind of control, maybe. You don't need to fear letting others have control in this situation. Others meaning entities associated with the justice system, law enforcement, etc., right? You are safe and protected. It is okay to emotionally detach, emotionally withdraw from this situation in order to heal. This will be healing. Like I know, like in with my own experience, I was very emotionally invested in the outcome, the strong desire for justice to be served. I've slowly began to learn how to emotionally detach. This channel has personally helped me a lot with doing that. I don't know how to explain that necessarily, but not feeling like emotionally affected by the outcome of these situations. So feeling okay, feeling good regardless of what the outcome is, because I have trust, I have faith. I have faith in everyone and everything involved. The divine, God, source, the universe. I have faith in justice, in the legal system, law enforcement. So I no longer feel the need to have any sort of control, or I don't feel the desire to hyper-focus on the situation at all times. If you could see the personal videos I did for myself before I started this channel, I've got years worth of videos, pretty much like this, a little different, that I made for myself because I felt I needed to control the situation somehow. I was hyper-focused. I do several readings a day. Like my time, my energy, my mind, my feelings were completely invested in this situation and wanting to ensure that justice is served. I had to walk away from that to heal. I had to detach. So maybe some of you resonate with that, or this is something you're in the process of trying to do. There's no need to fear removing yourself in this way. Justice will be served. We have Three of Wands and the King of Swords. So with the Three of Wands, this is someone who is waiting for their ships to come in, right? This is something that's expected in the future. So if you are expecting justice to be served in the future, there's no need to fear emotionally detaching, releasing control of the situation, giving it to God, as they say, having trust in whether your religious, spiritual beliefs, whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in, there's no need to fear having faith and trust in the justice system, the legal system, law enforcement, etc., right? As a whole. Also with this Eight of Cups here, I know a lot of people have been disappointed, let down, ignored, all sorts of things when it comes to the legal system, law enforcement, the justice system. Things haven't always been just in this situation, right? That's in the past. This goes with a lot of things in life, right? Just because certain things happened in the past does not mean that's how it will be in the future. Letting go of these old emotions regarding these situations, that's healing. Three of Wands, King of Swords with justice will be served. Then we have vision, abundance, and awareness. So also something that I'm getting in this reading is that people are aware of what's happening. There's awareness about what's happening. There wasn't always awareness. That's how things are changing. Things are being brought to people's attentions, such as the King of Swords energy. This King of Swords energy, they're extremely intelligent, logical, observant. They're very, did I already say knowledgeable? This person is just. A lot of, I've seen readers refer to the King of Swords as like God, if you believe in God. King of Swords, this could be a judge, this could be someone who has, they've gotten somewhere because of their intellect, their ability to observe, analyze. It's a very smart individual. With vision, look at all these eyes and clarity. All these eyes are looking, right? It's like things are being seen. Someone knows things. Things are known in this situation. Awareness and abundance. Also with this abundance card, I think this is the King of Pentacles, but we've got the sun and the moon, right? Like what's been hidden is being brought to light. Things that have been happening in the dark are now being brought to light. Just because certain things have gone a certain way in the past does not mean that's how they're going to be in the future. Systems are constantly evolving and changing. Vision. Someone can see clearly. Justice will be served. Three of Wands with anticipation, expectation, like waiting for something to come in. You are safe and protected. So whatever this control is, whether this is releasing the need to control, you don't need to fear releasing control. Maybe acknowledging, being honest with, we need to be honest with ourselves about what we are doing, how we are behaving, acting, how we are, if there are ways we are trying to control a situation in any way. And it's not a bad thing, it's not a good thing, it's just part of our existence, part of what we've been through. A lot of us feel the need to know every detail about what's going on because of how hurt we've been. We feel like if we don't know what's going on, we're going to get hurt again. And that's something we need to release. We need to have faith and trust. Okay, why we are fearing this? Pain, hurt, deception. Clarified by spreading lies and gossip about someone. So we are fearing this because we've been hurt. We've been hurt. Because of a deception? Because someone spread lies and gossip? Someone's been deceived? Therefore, we've been hurt in some way, in all sorts of ways. It's going to be different for everyone, right? So with pain, hurt, we have the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. So this is someone who's dealt with a lot of pain, hurt, fears, anxiety, worry. Someone's been terrorized, and they've been alone. This is something someone's had to deal with alone. Shadow, turning in, endurance. Someone here has had to endure a lot of fear, a lot of pain, hurt, but they've endured. They are strong. They've conquered their fears. They're working on conquering their fears, right? So I believe the collective I'm reading for right now, you are the person who has dealt with all of this on your own. Turning in. You might have felt ignored or in the dark. All these things were happening in the shadows. Maybe people didn't believe you when you talked about what was going on. When you reached out for help, maybe you were dismissed. You were forced, essentially, to turn into yourself. And because of that, you had to endure a lot of pain, hurt, fear, anxiety, worry by yourself. You've had to do it all alone. Regarding this deception, we have the Fool, Seven of Pentacles, Fool, Five of Swords. So this is like, not sure if someone here has been so worried, like if the Seven of Pentacles is someone tending to their tree of abundance, right? If some kind of deception has caused someone to not be able to produce, grow, develop in some way, if they were not able to, like if all of this person's efforts, all of their time, energy, effort, money went into growing this tree, right? They went to pick the fruit and it's rotten. Or that's what someone was trying to do with this deception. It's like, no, there's no fresh fruit here. It's all either not going to grow or it's going to be rotten. Or someone wanted to steal it. They went to pick the fruit before you could get to it. All of this has been happening, and you've been dealing with it alone. Someone spread lies and gossip about you. And this was in order to keep you from thriving. Maybe even surviving. Like the point was to keep you from being able to survive. Definitely not thrive, but maybe even not survive. So that's why you're fearing all this. You're fearing letting go of control or fearing allowing others to have control in this situation. Feeling the need to do whatever you can to ensure justice is served. Hi, I need you to sit down there for now, okay? I'm not trying to control you, well, kind of, but it's in order to keep this okay. You want to go take a nap? Alright, so all of this is why this is something that's feared. That doesn't have to be feared. Why you do not need to fear this? Audio video surveillance, threatening, and assault. So I'm not sure if the truth is coming out in a situation. For instance, if someone spread lies and gossip about you, claiming you were doing something or you did something, possibly involving violence, there's no need to fear anything in this situation because there's audio, video, surveillance, or footage. Someone's been seen, heard, watched, being threatening to harm someone. Like what I'm getting from this is there's actual evidence. There's evidence involved here. With Temperance, Nine of Wands. Revenge, new vision, movement, choices, decision. Audio video surveillance. So anyone acquiring this audio video surveillance or anyone who's been listening or watching someone in this situation, they've had to be patient. these threats about an assault might be something regarding revenge, someone wanting revenge. Like the truth might have been coming out in this situation because someone has audio or video proof that someone was threatening someone, they wanted revenge in some way. So there's been new vision, there's been a change of perspective in this situation that will allow for movement, choices, and decisions to be made. With threatening, we have the Hermit clarified by the Hermit. So I believe this is an investigation, or someone here was threatening someone who keeps to their self in some way. I was getting more of an investigative energy. We've got impulsiveness, transformation, and breakthrough. So there's been some kind of transformation and breakthrough regarding this situation. I believe this is because of an investigation. They might have seen someone acting impulsively. Impulsive. They're impulsive when it comes to making threats or getting aggressive. Like maybe someone here has been seen or heard acting in a way that shows that they are quick to anger, quick to violence. Or maybe this is what's been investigated. Like maybe someone claimed someone who's in this Hermit energy, who keeps to their self, who, like, this Hermit is not a violent person. This Hermit is not an impulsive, violent person. This person is wise. Wisdom, transformation, and breakthrough. Impulsiveness. Maybe if spreading lies and gossip had to do with someone being a threat in some way, a violent threat perhaps, there's been proof in some way, and this is why the collective who resonates with this message does not need to fear releasing control, having faith that justice will be served. What I'm getting mostly is that whoever this message is for, you've been wrongfully accused of something, possibly violence, possibly threats, anything like that. And why you have no reason to fear anything in this situation is because the truth's coming out. Those entrusted with finding the truth are finding the truth. And we need to have faith and trust in those systems, those entities, those individuals who are finding this truth. Okay, so with what the collective needs to know, what would be beneficial for the collective to know about this situation, we have bullying, legal system, and truth being revealed. So I'm not sure if, this one's a little tricky to me. I'm not sure if someone was utilizing the legal system to bully someone and the truth being revealed about this. I think it's important, what we need to super focus on here, that will assist in us maybe releasing control, releasing the need to, I don't know where I'm going with that. Truth being revealed is something that's important to know, beneficial. So, if you knew that whatever you've been involved with, whatever wrongdoings have been made against you, whatever corrupt stuff, whatever manipulation, deception, whatever lies have been told about you, the truth is being revealed about this. If you knew that, it's kind of like a weight off of someone's shoulders. Like these 8 cups that this person's walking away from, this is all weight on someone's shoulders. It's giving it to God again, right? Like that's what we were talking about before. It's having faith and trust enough to say, I'm done carrying all these burdensome emotions. I'm going to walk away and heal. I trust that everything's taken care of and the truth will be revealed. That's what's happening here. Truth's being revealed. Someone could have utilized the legal system to bully someone, right? Again, with systems, there's all sorts of parts, all sorts of individuals, groups, etc., right? There could have been bullies involved in the legal system somehow. The legal system is a very large system made of a lot of components, a lot of places it's involved, so no system is perfect. There could have been people involved in the legal system bullying someone, bullying others. They were maybe abusing their power or authority in some way, abusing the resources they have to use, information, things like that, to bully people. The truth's being revealed about this. With bullying, we have the Five of Cups, Two of Wands, Chariot. Then we have ostentation, intensity, positive movement forward. So there's positive movement forward. So with ostentation, this is someone who's they're doing things, they're showing off in a way that draws attention to their self. So I'm not sure if someone drew attention to their self, and that's how the truth is being revealed. Like maybe someone was showing off in a way. Maybe they felt proud of bullying someone. They thought that it made them more powerful. Like they tried to I don't know, maybe they got cocky in a way about what they were doing. Five of Cups. Someone might be regretting what they've done. Like this person is mourning. It's like they're at a funeral. I don't know if you can see this. They regret maybe trying to control a situation. Ostentation, intensity, positive movement forward. So, whatever's going on here, there's positive movement forward. The truth is being revealed, which is leading the positive movement forward. Legal system. We have this is interesting. We have Three of Pentacles, High Priestess. So there could be some kind of secretive group or a secret group involved here. Secret plans, secret something. Some kind of hidden operations of some kind. And I'm not sure if these hidden operations, groups, plans involve revealing the truth about this. Then we have inspiration, trust, obstacles, and challenges. I don't know if this... So, where am I going with this? Somehow the truth is being revealed. I'm not sure if, let's say people who work in law enforcement, the justice system, the legal system, if they are inspired in some way by something that a group does. And when I see Three of Pentacles, High Priestess, it's I don't know, I know a lot of us on YouTube have either know for a fact that we are watched by different entities, agencies, etc., or if there's something here about that. So as a collective, the tarot community, the intuitives, the psychics on YouTube, they might be revealing truths that are assisting in shining light on what's been going on here. Whatever's going on here that's important for the collective to know, it's important to trust. Although there have been obstacles and challenges involved, us regular folk who don't work in, let's say, the legal system, the justice system, law enforcement, we don't necessarily know how everything works. A lot of us have good ideas, but when it comes to actual processes, it's not something everyone knows and understands. We don't necessarily understand all of the obstacles and challenges, those, let's say, involved in investigations, formal investigations. The behind-the-scenes stuff that a lot of us aren't allowed to know, aren't able to see, things like that, everything that's hidden. Maybe that's what this is. The High Priestess with Three of Pentacles. It's like having faith that everything we don't know about what's been going on behind the scenes, we need to have trust and understand that there are obstacles and challenges when serving justice, when enforcing the law, things like that. We have to trust. We have to be able to trust. I just heard trust is earned, not given, or something like that. Trust is earned, not given. We have to allow for the time. We have to allow trust to be earned. We have to be open and willing to allow our trust to be learned. To be learned. To be earned. Learning to trust. We have to learn how to trust these systems. Because things are changing. I mean, it's what I said before, systems are constantly evolving and changing. It depends on how you look at it. How do you choose to look at it? There may have been corruption in the past. There probably still is a lot of corruption out there. But I guess what I'm trying to say is it's similar to, let's say when we've been hurt in love, in romance, things like that, in friendships. We have to learn how to maintain an open heart, keep our hearts open. We have to learn to trust enough to be open to receiving the good things, right? I'm seeing that with the justice system too, the law enforcement, legal systems, all of this. It's a similar concept. It has to do with releasing the past. Again, with this I think this Eight of Cups is very significant here. It's about releasing the past, allowing ourselves to open back up to the possibility of good. So if you've been disappointed, let down, harmed in any way, neglected, ignored, regarding the justice, legal, law enforcements, all of that, I don't know how to group that together to make it easy to say, but understand that that's been the past. That does not define what will happen in the future. I think it's important, especially because we deal with energy, right? Like if you believe what we put out is what we get back, if you believe that we reap what we sow, I think it's important to ask, what energy do we send towards law enforcement, to the justice system, to the legal systems? What energies are we sending? Are we sending the energy of disappointment, of doubt, of not having faith in their abilities, not having faith in their morals, their ability to have justice served, to enforce the law, to have an effective legal system? There's a lot to that, I think. What energy are we sending, let's say, to law enforcement, to the justice system? Regardless of how, I'm not trying to say this to say that it doesn't matter how we've been treated, but I'm saying, like, this is part of a lot of aspects of our lives, right? When we deal with energy, we deal with how we've been treated in the past and what we send back out. So what have we received and what are we sending out? If we've been hurt, let's keep it simple, hurt by law enforcement, the justice system, are we sending hurt back their way, energetically? What energy, I think this is important, just to ask yourself, what energy are you personally sending to the justice system, to the legal system, law enforcement? We expect the justice system, the judicial system, the legal system to put in the work, to ensure that justice is served for us, that things are made fair, that those who have harmed us in illegal ways are held responsible for that. We expect these things from these entities, right? What are we personally sending to them? Like if the energy we were sending them was a gift, what does that gift look like? Is it something that says, thank you for your hard work, thank you for your sacrifices, thank you for taking the oath and standing by it, thank you for not spending time with your family so that you could spend extra time on the case you've been working on, ensuring that justice is served? What does our energy that we're sending to them look like? Do we have faith? Do we have trust? Or are we sending them negativity? Are we sending them disappointment? Anger? Because we don't see everything. We can't see everything. We don't know everything that's been going on in the background. A lot of people, this is reminding me of comments where it's, someone will say, this stuff has been going on for 10 years. It's never going to be, justice will never be served. Like I've seen this written in the comments section under the videos I post. Justice will never be served. Do people understand what they're doing when they type that out? If this is what they're putting out to the public, what are their thoughts like? What's the energy they're silently sending everywhere look like? What is that? Justice will never be served? Just because it hasn't been in the past? Maybe it has been and it's not in a way that we can recognize. It's about faith. It's about having faith in what we don't know regarding what's been going on. Because according to this reading, there's a lot going on that's working in our favor. That's leading to positive movement forward, abundance, truth coming out. Anyways, I opened a can of worms with this reading. I don't know. I know not everyone's going to agree with me, but I've just had a lot of time to think about this. Thinking about specifically the energy we send towards those who are actually honest people trying to help. They have limits. There's obstacles and challenges they face that we know nothing about. Isn't there something about patience here? There was something about patience. Oh, I don't know. There was something about needing to have patience when it comes to our expectations for justice being served. It's not about sitting around and waiting for justice to be served. That's not what patience is. Patience is allowing the justice system, the energetic space, to serve justice. Sending them some positive, uplifting energy versus disappointment, anger, doubt, things like that. Detaching emotionally. Why is it that we are emotionally attached to this situation? It's understandable because we've been hurt. We've been dealing with this all on our own. We have each other as a collective, but we can only do so much for one another. You know, it's when it comes to everyday life, a lot of us have been completely alone in whatever this is. We felt completely alone to deal with the pain and hurt caused by whatever deception has happened here. We need to learn how to emotionally detach from the situation, to heal. Not just ourselves. When we heal ourselves regarding the situation, we're doing something to heal the situation. Alright, so why it's important for the collective to know this about the situation. This is worried. There's no need to be afraid in enemies. So it's important for the collective to know that the truth's being revealed and whatever's been going on with this legal system and bullying. The truth's being revealed. So the collective needs to know about this because there's no need to be afraid. The collective is worried. They're concerned that justice might not be served, that people are going to get away with things. Worried. There is no need to be afraid. enemies. It's interesting how this spread is what, there's no need to fear. I don't remember what exactly I titled it. There is no need to fear, like it's something like that. And there's so many cards that you are safe and protected. There is no need to be afraid. Things like that, like it's very, I feel this deeply. I feel the truth being revealed, the need to not worry, how important it is for us to not worry. If we send the energy of fear and worry into this situation, like we need to be aware of what energies we're putting out there when it comes to this situation, when it comes to these systems, entities, agencies involved. We need to be aware of what we are doing energetically as a collective. As a collective. It's like we're balling up all of our energies, right? Let's say there's a big collective that's afraid. We're sending all this fear out there. And our emotions, our manifestation happens with emotion, right? So if we're filled with fear, what is that manifesting? What does fear manifest? Fearful situations, worry, doubt, anxiety. We need to be aware. Oh, hi, I'm gonna move you. Ugh. So, with worried, we have 5 of Pentacles and Empress again. The Empress is showing back up. Worried. So someone here is worried that they might suffer financial loss. They might be in poverty, be impoverished in some way. They're worried that they'll be outcasted, left out in some way. Celebration, harmony, and hope. Worried. The opposite of worry, fear, is hope. Doubt. The opposite of doubt, hope. If we knew for a complete fact that there's no need to be afraid, like we have nothing to worry about, what emotions would replace that worry, that fear? Hope. Hope. Faith. Trust. I think that's the point of this message. There is no need to be afraid with, where'd you go? Oh yeah, there's a couple with this one. There's no need to be afraid with 4 of Pentacles and the Magician. There's no need to be afraid of letting go. Releasing the need to do something about it, to have an active role in this situation. Again, when it's like releasing control, allowing God, Source, Divine, the universe, Spirit, the justice system, the legal system, law enforcement, allowing them to handle the situation. There is no need to be afraid. We can let go. We can let go. Oh, I just saw letting go. Letting go is here. This is the 8 of Cups. Letting go. We don't have to be afraid of letting go. We have influence, caution, and defense. It's like whatever this fear is, it's influencing something. It's kind of like living in fear influences the way we go about life with excessive amounts of caution. You know, caution is great. But when we've got all these walls up with defense, it's like we're not opening ourselves up to the good, to good outcomes, to love. When we're on the defensive, we're constantly expecting to be attacked in some way. I'm getting a lot of like, if you resonate with this, you might suffer from PTSD, CPTSD, like there's been trauma here. There's been trauma. And you've been dealing with this all on your own. Postponement. So it's kind of like this person's looking out. Oh, I don't know if you can see this, but this person's looking out to like a black and white scene, and then there's this colorful scene on the inside, and it's kind of like they're waiting for, like something's been postponed. Maybe living in fear is postponing good things. Postponing the positivity to come in. So whatever enemies these are, there is no need to be afraid or worried about what they're doing. It is safe to release the need to hold on to this and allow justice to be served. We need to give justice its space, give these entities their space and trust. I think that's all I've got for this message. I mean, there's a lot to this. There's a lot under the surface, behind the scenes that we don't know. There's a lot, we need to take an honest look at ourselves and ask, how are we trying to control? Are we trying to control? For everyone, no, we're not trying to control. Some people have learned to let go. Some people have already done this. If you have learned to do this, maybe try to help those who you are aware of that don't know how to do this, haven't learned how to do this yet, or are having trouble with it. We have to do what we can to help the collective let go of this so that we aren't energetically like, there's so much focus on justice being served. There's so much focus on it, and it's kind of like a chaser energy. We know about, I mean, if you know about runner chaser energy, how effective is chasing energetically? What does chasing something do? If we're chasing the justice system to serve the justice, what is that energetically doing? If we're chasing the justice system with whatever negative energies we're holding on to, whatever negative emotions, what is that doing for the situation? We need to let it go. And I'm not saying let go of what's happened, forget it ever happened. It's not about that. It's about choosing the emotions we hold on to regarding the situation, choosing how we feel about the situation, choosing what we send to the entities, the systems involved. It's about an awareness of what our involvement does to influence what's going on here. That's all I got. Thank you for being here. If this resonated with you, I hope that it was beneficial in lots of ways. Until next time, bye.